Hello everyone, and thanks for checking out this brand new match we have featured here on Indy Handshake. My name is Paul Ponte.
And I'm Nick Tavares. Thanks for having me again, Paul. Appreciate it.
We got here from All Pro Wrestling from July 6th, 2002 in Calistoga, California. A couple very familiar faces to the California indie wrestling scene. We have the APW Universal Heavyweight Champion Robert Thompson against Samoa Joe.
This should be a great hard-hitting matchup. Samoa Joe's known for his big physical style, great background in mixed martial arts and takedowns and submission game. Robert Thompson, not a slouch of his own, born and bred San Jose, California. He was half of the popular tag team known as the West Side Playas with Boyce LeGrand, as well as the original West Side Playas with Tony Jones back at APW.
Samoa Joe puts Robert Thompson in the corner and slaps him across the face. Not a way to endear yourself to this Northern California crowd. Robert Thompson shakes it off, but might go into the next lockup just a little bit more wary of what Joe's going to do. Locking up now.
Working on the arm.
Got a wrist lock there on
Great
Samoa
wrist
Joe.
control.
Samoa Joe reversing it now and really just wrenching on there. You're going to see this is a much younger Samoa Joe, still hard hitting as you're checking from those chops, but a lot more agile in his early days here.
Very elusive back in his early days, just getting started and, grinding in and out in the independent scene. Let's see if Robert Thompson can get some control here of his own, clubbing forearm shots. Now he's got wrist control. Let's see what he can do here. Samoa Joe wincing in pain. Let's see if Samoa Joe's submission expertise can get him out of here. Beautiful Northern Lights suplex, working on the arm.
Samoa Joe came in with some hard-hitting strikes, but Robert Thompson showing him that he's not afraid to get down and dirty as well as showing off some strength, just tossing Samoa Joe over his head the way he did.
Well, he's the champion for the reason. He's got to assert dominance. He's the top dog here in APW right now as the current Universal Heavyweight Champion. And now Samoa Joe's got to prove himself if he wants to be champion against Robert Thompson.
These days, you can catch Robert Thompson training people at Pro Wrestling Revolution, the Lucha Libre promotion in Northern California. And of course, you can catch Samoa Joe on the WWE.
Yeah, current Monday Night Raw announcer. Hopefully we'll get to see him back in the ring pretty soon.
Oof. But at this point, Samoa Joe is letting those knife-edge chops do the talking. Throwing drop toe hold here. Whips against the ropes.
Driving his knee right to the back of the neck. Textbook Samoa Joe. And a kick out by Robert Thompson.
It's always so interesting going back to these matches, and you get to see these wrestlers in the beginning on the things that you see the similarities of how they wrestle now compared to back then. Even back then, that was a very specific knee to the back of the head that Samoa Joe does even today.
Oh, I've seen him do that move for years, and it's more effective the more I see it. And now another textbook Samoa Joe move here, the face wash in the corner. This is probably going to get followed up by a running face wash. And there it is, devastating, right in the face of Robert Thompson, just trying to scrub his face with the bottom of his foot. Samoa Joe pretty impressed by his mannerisms right now.
Very pleased with himself. Using this moment to take a breather, but of course that's giving Robert Thompson a chance to recover as well.
Soaking it all in. He's got to stay on top of his game if he wants to put him away and get the belt tonight. Whips him into the corner. Running for him. Misses. And a backdrop right in the back of the neck Samoa Joe lands.
Wonderful clothesline there by Robert Thompson. Hits him with another one. Picks up Samoa Joe.
Beautiful back body drop.
Samoa Joe in pain. Robert Thompson feeling it now.
Oh, he's fired up now.
Now this is a NorCal-SoCal war that's going on. This is actually as UPW was invading All Pro Wrestling in the early 2000s. It was a nice angle they had going on where wrestlers from SoCal would come and face off against the top guys in the Northern California area. Head of steam here by Robert Thompson and nails Samoa Joe.
Oh, Samoa Joe looks pretty winded over here. Let's see if Robert Thompson can put him away. Clubbing forearm right to the bridge of the nose of Samoa Joe.
You can really see this younger Samoa Joe, why they used to call him the Samoan Elvis. Look at him. He looks just like him. It's crazy.
Oh, man. You can totally see it, man.
European uppercut, and Samoa Joe's down in the corner. Robert Thompson looking to put the hurt on Samoa Joe. Running hip check by Robert Thompson. Goes for another one.
Oh, devastating. Right in the face. How much more can Joe take? He's going for one more. And Joe wisely getting up.
Takes out the legs of Robert Thompson.
Oh, my goodness. So he's going for a dragon screw. Now he's working on the leg. This is a different strategy than what he had in the beginning.
Well, you know, if something's not working, sometimes you got to switch it up, and that's what the best in the world do. And now he's got a wonderful Texas cloverleaf going.
Doing his best Dean Malenko impression here. Let's see if he can wrench the back and force a submission here on Robert Thompson.
He doesn't have the arms hooked, though, underneath. It's almost like he's doing a scorpion deathlock mixed with a Texas cloverleaf.
Yeah, very interesting kind of combination there.
But I don't know if he's getting full leverage because of this mix of both moves, because Robert Thompson's inching his way to the ropes now.
I feel like he just has to pick one or the other instead of trying to mix it up. And Robert Thompson gets the ropes. I'm surprised Joe didn't hang on to him for a full 5 count, but this was pretty early on in his career.
Maybe he doesn't have the savviness that comes with experience. Samoa Joe dragging Robert Thompson back to the middle of the ring.
Another dragon screw, but an enziguri reversal by Robert Thompson.
Both men are shaken. Samoa Joe, I mentioned, from Southern California, obviously, from Orange County, California. He was trained by Cincinnati Red and Johnny Hemp. And, of course, he was, as I mentioned, from Ultimate Pro Wrestling, started by Rick Bassman. You know, he was there at the time that a little-known wrestler named Prototype was there, now known as John Cena, and a wonderful power slam by Robert Thompson.
And Samoa Joe just barely gets the kick out there.
He worked regularly for All Pro Wrestling in Vallejo, and, of course, was a participant in the 2001 King of Indies tournament, losing to Low Ki.
Oh!
Sit-out spine buster there by Robert Thompson, and he goes for the cover on Samoa Joe.
2, and that's another kick out by Samoa Joe. That was like 2 7/8.
Robert Thompson not impressed with the count of the referee. Gave him a mean look right there. Elbow to the crown of the head of Samoa Joe.
It looks like he's playing to the crowd here. Is that going to come back and bite him? Samoa Joe too exhausted to even fiend off these punches in the corner.
He's taken a lot of punishment in this match so far. He's getting out of the corner. Oh, and he goes down swinging. 1, 2, and another kick out by Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, I think at this point, he's doing this on instinct.
Yeah, who knows where his mindset is right now. He's probably exhausted.
Oh, and another forearm by Robert Thompson. Goes to whip Samoa Joe.
It's the corner. Oh, and a running enziguri.
There's some of that agility I was talking about. Samoa Joe, just the quickness and the force that he hit him with that leg right now.
That is just amazing athleticism from how far he's been into this match to come back and hit a maneuver like that. Looks like someone on the
referee's being distracted.
Who is that?
It's Super Dragon with a chair.
Oh my God.
But he hits his partner instead. Samoa Joe down.
Robert Thompson going to capitalize with a frog splash.
Wonderful elevation on that frog splash and a 3 count, and that's the end of the match. Thanks again for checking out Indy Handshake. We appreciate you checking out these matches as well as our full-length podcast episodes on our YouTube channel.
Thompson.
Remember to check out IndyHandshake.com, Indy Handshake on Twitter and Instagram. You can, of course, check out my Twitter at @ThePaulPonte. My name is Paul Ponte.
And I'm Nick Tavares. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you next time.